I get that started, I want to publicly apologise to him. Obviously, me and him, we've had private conversations. If I knew this would like get this far, I wouldn't even go to the concert. I don't know, because this is not worth the hate that I'm receiving.
Now, pertaining to this issue, I didn't really know, or we didn't really know behind the scenes. But now we know a bit more than we did a couple of days ago. And we are going to talk about this in this video. But before we go further, make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Make sure y'all like, share, tell everybody about it. Why haven't you subscribed? Subscribe to the channel. Now, the reason why I took my time before I made a video on this whole situation was because I did not want to make assumptions, even though I was making assumptions a lot. But I didn't want to make as many assumptions, come to as many conclusions, come to as many decisions about somebody's character that I don't really know, or things about someone's relationship that I don't really know. So now the first thing that we got a confirmation on is that this relationship is actually less than 1 year old. Now 7 to 8 years. I don't know where the social media picked that up from.
But let me go ahead and say this real quick, bro. First things first, bro. Let's clear it up real quick. And I said to be real with me, is what happened at the concert real?
It's real, man.
And how long was y'all dating for?
How long was what?
Yeah, how long was y'all dating for?
Dating less than 1 year.
Wait, why did I hear 7 years? So that was a rumor?
It wasn't 7 years.
It was a rumor?
Man.
Okay, so there was a rumor, okay?
Yeah.
So,
and in this video, I will not be judging nobody. But I will talk about the types of people it takes for something like this to happen on a public scale where both of them are actually embarrassed. I don't think the woman benefits from this either. So let's get straight into it, alright? If that was me, personally speaking, the minute my girl is walking to that stage, I'm right behind her. You know, right behind her. Nothing much, no stressing. I'm right behind her. As she turns right to the stage, I'm turning left to the exit. I'm
It was that bad, girl, like those. You were holding the nigga's dick. The one that I
Now, it was said that they previously had a discussion about this particular scenario happening to a point whereby she and the boy discussed that if she was to be called on stage that she's going, and the boy didn't express any hesitation or contradiction to that statement. He said he was cool with it.
Like, no. And also people saying that he's the one that bought the tickets. Who told you that as well? Who said he's the one that bought the tickets? It was me. I'm the one that bought the tickets. I want to meet him to have a good time because, you know, like, we're young, like, real young. So, like, I thought this is a good thing to do. Let me just take my man to a concert. Let's have fun. Like, that's it. There's nothing wrong with that. I beg, since when is it illegal to do so? Since when? That just tells you a lot, because us women, we can do things as well. Like, if I want to take my man out, I'll take my man out. So yeah, like I said, it was me. Anyways, also, me and him, like, we've had private conversations about going on stage with Omah, because he does this at his shows. If you really know Omah, you will know that he's done this in his past, at his past concerts. Like, this is what he does. This is literally what he does. Like, it's nothing new. So obviously, I said, you know, him at this conversation, like, I said to him, if I was to get called on stage, I'm going to go on stage. And he said, that's fine. Like, he's been saying that's fine. Like, me and him never, ever, ever had an issue with me going on stage. Even when the time came, like, I think there was a video where people were saying, like, I was moving away from him. Like, I was pushing him away. Like, no. Like, Omah literally looked at me and said, you said I want to be.
So do I really blame them or blame her for going up? Of course not, because in her relationship, her man was cool with it. Now, she did apologize for what happened on stage, right? And this is where I have an issue with boundaries. I don't know why people like to nuance boundaries. You cannot nuance boundaries. Boundaries are unfortunately meant to be black and white. Now, there can be nuances in some discussions that both of you have about a particular situation at the moment, but that's an exception. It is not the rule. The reason why I will not let my own girlfriend go on stage is not because at the same time I don't trust her. It's because I know that when you're on stage and when you are at the attention of the whole world, the most attention you've ever gotten in your life, and people are cheering for you to do some things that you don't want to do, excuse me, it may be uncomfortable. And even though somebody is strong, you may not have the strength to say no when peer pressure is there. And I think we can all relate to this. How many times has something happened that you didn't intend on happening, but because you put yourself in the wrong environment at the wrong time that you shouldn't have been there in the first place, something happened? How many of y'all have gotten drunk and that was not your intention, but because you went to a party, you surrounded yourself with people that drink, they told you, oh, just take a shot. One shot turned to 2 shots, 2 shots turned to 3 shots, and that's not what you wanted, but it did happen. And now your ass is here the next morning puking all over the place in your bathroom. The reason why boundaries are black and white, and the reason why they are there, is to avoid situations like this from happening if there's a chance of it happening. Now, another thing, it is sad that we have come to a time where people are idolizing celebrities. And even to a point that not only are people idolizing celebrities, which I don't understand, but it happens, people are now idolizing themselves and thinking that they are worth more, or they are something that they haven't created themselves or made themselves to be. We see in a video that...
You know, if you want to talk on stream to tell your side of the story. She said, hi, thank you for reaching out. I'm definitely interested in collaborating with you. However, I'd appreciate it if we could discuss compensation for my time and my contributions. Wait, hold on. Wait! Bitch!
This girl is asking for compensation. And these are the red flags that I'm talking about. How can you be asking for compensation when nobody knows who you are? And this is the same person that interviews celebrities. Celebrities want to come on his stream because of the exposure or the bigger exposure that they can get. And you want to just walk in there and want him to pay you when he's doing you a favor because of the messed up thing that you did on stage. Not only to your boyfriend, forget your boyfriend, you embarrassed yourself on stage. Your face is all over social media. And let it not seem like I'm just throwing shit on the woman. The man too got a problem. Because either you haven't learned what it is to have boundaries in your relationship, or you have bought into the whole notion that everything is gray. Why did you have to agree to that boundary that she said? And this has nothing to do with her paying for the tickets. All because she paid for the tickets doesn't give her the right to do some things. But the fact that he agreed, and the fact that he didn't care about things like that. Maybe he didn't care about her. Maybe he didn't care about her like that. But even though, it doesn't change the fact that you've been embarrassed. It doesn't change the fact that the woman has been embarrassed. At least she embarrassed herself. It doesn't change the fact that if you do not know who you are, or if you have personality problems, putting your foot down, man or woman, this is not just from a man to a woman's side, this is also from a woman to a man's side, your partner will do some things that would just flat out embarrass you. So the man is at fault here, because if he put his foot down even before this whole thing happened, he probably would not have been there. I know that some red flags or some signs take time to show. This particular sign, she made it clear that it was there before this even happened, and the dude didn't care. You can tell that these two have no sense of awareness, the man and the woman. They both don't have any sense of awareness of how the world works at all. Now, even though the woman is being shamed, I don't think the man is somebody that someone should be writing home about too, because these are the two type of people that you want to avoid. Because whoever you pick to show yourself around publicly in a public setting like this says something about you. And this is just one more thing I want to get off my chest. How do we idolize celebrities? This man wakes up in the morning with a smelly breath, just like you, like everybody else. Every celebrity that you see on stage goes through the same bodily functions that you go through on a daily basis. You are just not there to see it. And if you're idolizing celebrities, that generally means that you have some sort of pride, because you believe that because they've done something or because they're on the stage, they're better than you. No, they're not. Nobody is better than you. They just worked harder than you. And that is all it took. Start working hard to improve yourself, and you may not get to the same career path that they are in right now, but you will improve your character and improve the strength that you have in between your ears. What did you guys think of this video? Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know your opinions in the comment section below.